Alright. Alright. Let's go talk to the king, see what he wants to do. Time check, as a matter of fact? What time is it anyways? I don't even check the time. It's almost 1. Alright, so we'll play for like another hour. See what we can do in an hour. And then we'll call it for tonight. Gonna watch some Yu Yu Hakusho and have some dinner. Alright, so let's see what we can do for these guys. Now they have a map we can fucking see. Goodness gravy. It's so hard to get around this place without a map. This entire area needed a map. Like, here I am, scaling the entire area without a map. Alright, talk to Baz. Alright, well, here's Zora's domain. Ah, you must be the Highland that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Durifon, ruler of the Zora. That object on your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I got a good look at you, it's all too clear who you are. You're the Highland champion Link. Do not tell me you've forgotten me. The Highland champion? You can't mean that, the Link? That champion? So that's where I heard your name before. What fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Highland champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I've been sleeping. Come again. Sleeping, you say? Is that why you do not seem to remember me? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mipha, yes? You do you not? Mipha who? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh god, that's not a good answer. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister's health matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. It is quite a feat, my boy. Wahaha, that is the good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured many great trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of the divine beast Ba-Ruta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorfan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Harleyan for help, why, the very thought of it curdles my fins. Muzu, I expect more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guests. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we had no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at the very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain, I had no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule is doomed to be swallowed by the sea, and it'll be the whole Wind Waker timeline all over again. And the Zoras will grow wings. Fucking Miyamoto, this is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zoras and Hylians alike must put aside their differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It's their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link. Divine Beast Va Ruta has great power. It has a unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air as one, so would you not think this would be a quite so critical a problem? Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. It's the giant elephant. That's kind of funny. Why did the Zoras get an elephant? Why wasn't it a giant fish? The divine beast Va Ruta. Your princess Zelda often studied the divine beast, that is, in the time before the great calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segan, who is quite shock resistant for a Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of the electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That's why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. Will you aid in any? I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What are you thinking about, Link? What could you possibly be thinking about? What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within. So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I don't know how this was brought two and two together, but sure. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. If we can regain control of the divine beast, they may yet prove useful in sealing calamity again and once and for all. Excuse me. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous! Naturally, I shall help too. What's that? Stop rampaging. You can easily climb inside it. Come, Link. Let's appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. Zora Armor. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation Zora princess for her future husband. Oh. Wearing it will give you the ability to swim up waterfalls. Really? So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorifon! Surely you don't really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor? Bro, what is your fucking problem? Drink some fucking water, bro. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they would have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It's far too important to trust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mifa had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I not understand it one bit. Alright, well, you can lose your position in politics, you fucking bitch. That Muzu's not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter Mifa. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to collect the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. I don't care, man. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we need to appease VOD, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I'll work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose that means you're going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Alright, no problem. I'll speak to this old guy. Link. We as Zora Council have always been intent on stopping Ruta ourselves. You were alive 100 years ago, so you should know all about Ruta. Surely you cannot have forgotten. Lady Mifa, our Zora champion, in order to help defeat the calamity again, and she piloted the divine beast Ruta. But I do not understand. Why is the divine beast sending a plague of rain to us and making us the domain suffer? I think that the rain is the tears of the Mifa. Uh-oh. Thanks to your meddling, I gone and made me forget about the trident I dropped. That's that, I guess. What do I do now? You dropped a trident somewhere? Muzu, please listen. I do not care what you say. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I had no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands there, the man called Link, he is one whom my sister Mifa had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know him myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for the Hylian named Link. What? No! You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this Zora! How can Lady Mifa possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mifa's statue. It is true, it is the truth, Muzu, though you never knew it. He was ever in Mifa's heart. Are you gonna remember something, Link?
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, If anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You are quivering with like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There's no way you remembered her just now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now's the time to show it. Do so, and I shall teach you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. The stubborn fool. Lucky for us, we have proof. Link, go ahead and show moves of the Zora armor father gave you. Okay. I mean, he was there to see that too, but that's what I should do. Alright, Zora armor. Muzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing. You really think that changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That's a Zora armor from before! Lady Mipha made that by hand and yet it fits you perfectly! What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and who she made the special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwanted behavior toward you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder, is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you will find you also find Shatterback Point, a terrifying creature that has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You mean that Lionel? Oh no, he is a man beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. He is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious to be sure, but I'm certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I had no doubt that he will be triumphant. Oh, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Ploymus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. That Zora armor should come in handy to swim out to the waterfall basin and then go to the waterfall from there. I'll wait at the eastern reservoir lake, right by the divine beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows and come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful! Together we shall stop that divine beast's onslaught. There's a Lionel up there. Oh god, I can see him. Okay. I'll fight the Lionel. I'll do that after we explore the rest of this area, because that's obviously gonna be, yeah, like right here, they're gonna fight the Lionel and shit, and I'll deal with that. But first we're gonna we're gonna fucking, you know, check out the rest of this map and shit. Alright, time check is it's 1 now. I'll play for like another 45 minutes for sure, but I want to, I don't want to proceed the story. I want to fight the Lionel, because that would be 20 shock arrows and to fight the fucking boss. But I want to do that, yeah. We'll probably do that tomorrow, but I think tonight we'll try to, continue around the, Lanayru. So, let's do that, and we will, continue on.